Hey guys, this is Dot. I just wanted to talk about something. I'm going to frame this as if I am currently dealing with this, just for the sake of conversation. So here's the deal. So I'm dealing with somebody who women don't really find attractive physically. That's number one. And so when you deal with people who you don't really find attractive. See, I identify as asexual. And so I can deal with people or whatever that I don't necessarily find attractive, right? But in order for me to be open to the romantic connection, there has to be something else for me to find attractive. Like the person is emotionally available and just really a good person, like on the inside. The person is like stimulates me mentally, like in conversations, and we can have amazing conversations, like those kind of things. Like something that attracts me or whatever that could be outside of looks. And so I'm very aware that I am um traditionally attractive in my um within my community. I am considered traditionally attractive within my group, like race. I have all of the features, all of the aspects, a lot of the aspects that a lot of people genuinely generally find attractive. So I just want to set that as a precedent. So this guy is he is getting the full package, if you will. Looks, smarts, emotional availability, ambition, have their own job for the most part, in most conditions, has their own job. Very independent, very like I can pull my own weight. That's me all day, every day, in every way. Basically every quality that you would want within my race and within my community, within my culture, that men want. Not just things that men say that they want, but what men in my culture actually desire and they want to their core. So I have all of that. Check, 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 check. So I'm over here giving a brother a chance. So during my whole process of giving a brother a chance, I'm noticing that he's falling short. He's falling short in areas that he knows from our culture that he should be standing in. In the provider situation, he expects me to go 50-50, which, I'm just like, hey, I have my own money. It is what it is, etc., etc. Um he is expect he like he wants to carry on in the relationship um and just completely be who he is from the day that we started talking to now with no evolution. Here I am. I'm the type of person, and I do expect this from other people too that I am with. I expect that person to do self-development and to really improve and be the best version of themselves as much as possible, cuz I know, like, you can't be that every day. You know what I'm saying? Like like you do have to rest. But for the most part, be a person that's open to feedback, that's open to real genuine conversation, that's open to self-improvement in general. And this dude has literally sat in this relationship and has not improved anything. As a matter of fact, he's decided to stand 10 toes deep in every single area that is toxic, that he knows is toxic, in areas and stuff that he knows, in ways that he knows is toxic, in ways that he knows is not conducive to our relationship, but he just will not budge and will not change. As a matter of fact, he's gotten worse. And I find this very interesting because I think a part of him gets energy from, me having these expectations and then him letting me down. Like he gets energy from that. It's a way where there's a certain type of dude that feels like he doesn't really have power anywhere else. But he feels like, especially within our culture, he feels like, in I find this to be true with a lot of guys in my culture. Like he's not really able to have any power anywhere else in the world, but interpersonally on a romantic level, he can get a semblance of what he perceives as power. And he perceives not conforming to the things that he knows that he should be doing as a guy within our culture. He perceives that as, or his refusal to do that, him withholding that, as him having power. um what I view as true power, um and that is completely and totally different. That is a false sense of power. Sure, you can feel powerful because you're able to slow things down. You're able to say no to things. You're able to stop things from happening. You're able to be like a blockage. But that's not true power to me. But he really views that that's power, and he feels like he's having power and domination and stuff over me because he's doing these things. And it's really a peek into his psyche to me, because he has to do all of these tactics, all these mental tricks in order to feel like he has power, because he feels like, and this is just me analyzing, he probably just feels like it's just too much work to be powerful and to improve, you know, in the right way, in a conducive way for him and for the society around him. And I get that. To be honest, I really and truly get that. It's kind of like it's kind of like circumventing the process. Like you know that you want to lose weight, you want to go to the gym, you want to have a cleaner diet, you want to keep your stress low, but that just seems like too much work. So instead, it's like, oh, I'm going to put myself through with steroids, or I'm going to try other means or whatever that may harm me in order to lose weight or whatever, but I'm whatever. Or I'm instead of going to the gym and doing all these different things, I'm going to get a bag of Doritos and kind of just sit in the corner and stuff or whatever, cuz that shit is too hard. Honestly, I think that the Dorito um explanation is more on point. Like you go and grab a bag of Doritos and stuff because hitting the gym is too hard. Cleaning up your diet is too hard. And you don't want to do that. So I feel like him showing up in ways that he knows are not conducive for the relationship or whatever gives him, it's just something to do for him. You know what I mean? Like he does get energy and stuff from it. I really do feel like these guys get like a burst of energy just knowing that they're frustrating you and things like that, and they just feeding on your discomfort, and it's like a negative sense of power and things like that. But the crazy thing is that when I end up leaving, first and foremost, before I'm even leaving, people around him see how he is handling me. Even with a reframed narrative, people are still going to see people. I know there's people out there that see clearly how he's handling me and things like that. And you know, when I end up leaving, people are going to realize, hey, you had the whole package. What the fuck did you do? And people who already saw what was going on about our dynamic and stuff, they're going to be able to quickly put together, oh, he fucked it up. Because you don't treat everybody like that. You don't come to everybody like that in the relationship. And this understanding, and they may even say it to him, may even come from people who are gave him, bad at gave him or are currently giving him bad advice. Because some people just don't want you to win, and he doesn't really understand that. And so while he's beating his dick into dick powder for like 2+ years and having to pay women to pay attention to him, to give him the slightest inkling of um affection, even if it's fake, touching on him, twerking on him and stuff like that, because he had a strip club addiction. Like, I wonder, is he gonna look back at this relationship and be like, man, I was a fool, you know? Because to be honest with you, it's not likely that he's going to end up, if he doesn't change, it's not likely that he's going to end up with another woman that has the full package. Because a lot of women now are moving toward or moving away from give a brother a chance mentality into a mentality that actually is conducive for the woman herself. And to be honest with you, it does not benefit women to have the give a brother a chance mentality. It didn't benefit me. It didn't benefit a lot of women within my culture. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I think this dude is a straight up idiot. And it's not on me to like remind him of the fact that he's not attractive physically, and the fact that he's playing games too, like being unattractive and then also playing on people top or trying to, that combination, like true, choose a struggle. Like, you can't, if you're gonna be unattractive, you have to be emotionally available, mentally stimulated, things like that. If you're going to be, it's really awesome if you stumble upon somebody who's attractive, emotionally available, mentally stimulated, and have all these good character and all these things or whatever. That's really the jackpot. But if you're not gonna have that, like in his case, like work on your character, be a good person, like actually be a good person instead of just allowing yourself to be projected upon and people assuming that you're a good person because you're an introvert. But he's banking on that. He's banking on people to just project on him, assume that he's a good dude because he's an introvert and because he's not, in quote unquote, not as bad as the other guys, because he really leans on that too. He likes to lean on comparing himself as a guy to the worst of the worst of dudes. And I know that that's a strategy or whatever, to, it's a deflection strategy. It's like pseudo hyping himself up. And I'm just like, and I've said this in conversation with him, like, why aren't you comparing yourself to the guys are that do meet all the marks? Like, why are you comparing yourself to the bottom of the barrel? And that never made sense to me. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to just explain that, get that off of my chest, just process that, so that I'm able to move forward and things like that. Not that I was all boggled down or anything. I feel like these videos could help someone else. These insights can help someone else. And when you're looking on narc abuse um content online, like there's a lot of different, there's a lot of psychology jargon and trying to understand these concepts and stuff for the first time. And like it can be hard to identify what that actually looks like in a relationship, because I know I struggle with it. And so I'm here, I'm breaking the things down, and hopefully someone else, is able to learn um from my experiences. So, all right. I'm ending this, and have a good day, week, night, etc. Peace.